Welcome to the Lawyers Think Tank. Today we are going to study about Supreme Court in detail. You all must be knowing that the Supreme Court of India is the highest judicial court under the Constitution of India. It is also the highest constitutional court with the power of judicial review. As the constitutional court of the country, it takes up the appeals primarily against verdicts of the high courts of various states of the Union and the other courts and tribunals. It safeguards fundamental rights of citizens and settles disputes between various government authorities as well as the central government versus state governments or state governments versus another state government in the country. Now, we are going to study about Supreme Court in detail. First, we will have a look at the history of the court and then we are going to see its function and the importance. Now, if we talk about the history of the Supreme Court of India, many years ago in 1861, the Indian High Courts Act 1861 was enacted to create high courts for various provinces and abolished Supreme Courts at Calcutta, Madras and Bombay. And also the Sadar Adalats in presidency towns which had acted as the highest courts in the respective regions. These new high courts had the distinction of being the highest courts for all cases till the creation of the Federal Court of India under the Government of India Act 1935. The federal court had jurisdiction to solve disputes between provinces and federal states and hear appeals against judgments of the high courts. The first CJI of India was H.J. Kania. His office tenure was from 14th August 1947 till 26 Jan 1950. This was brief information about Supreme Court of India. Now we are going to understand it in detail. This Supreme Court of India came into being on 26 January 1950. It replaced both the Federal Court of India and the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, which were then at the apex of the Indian court system. The first proceedings and inauguration, however, took place on 26 January 1950 at 9:45 am, when the judges took their seats, which is thus regarded as the official date of establishment. Now the next question is that where was this court situated? Is it on the same place from the beginning? No. Initially, Supreme Court had its seat at the Chamber of Princes in the Parliament building, where the previous Federal Court of India sat from 1937 to 1950. And then in 1958, the Supreme Court moved to its present premises. Originally, the Constitution of India envisaged a Supreme Court with a Chief Justice and 7 judges, leaving it to the Parliament to increase this number. In formative years, the Supreme Court met from 10 to 12 in the morning and then 2 to 4 in the afternoon for 28 days in a month. But now it meets for 190 days in a year. Now we will talk about the number of judges Supreme Court has. The maximum number of judges in a Supreme Court is 34 and the retirement age is now 65 years. As we have seen that Sir H.J. Kania was the first CJI, that is Chief Justice of India. He was appointed by the Viscount Mountbatten of Burma. Before going to the list of judges, the two most important names are Justice Y.V. Chandrachud, who was longest serving justice in Supreme Court. He served the court for 7 years from 1978 February till 1985 July. And the another name is Justice Kamal Narain Singh, who served the court for shortest period, and he served the court for 17 days from 21 November 1991 till 12 December 1991. Here I have shared list of Chief Justice of India till today's date. As we can see, first 6 judges were appointed by the President Rajendra Prasad. After that, 4 judges were appointed by President Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Then Pratibha Patil, President of India, appointed 1 judge, and after her, Pranab Mukherjee appointed 6 to 7 judges. And the last one, that is Ramnath Kovind, appointed 3 judges, namely Deepak Mishra, Ranjan Gogoi, and Sharad Arvind Bobde. You can pause the video and have a look at the whole list. Now we will try to understand the appointment process of judges in Supreme Court. The judges of Supreme Court are appointed by President of India after consultation with the judges of Supreme Court and High Court according to the Article 124(2). But till 1993, SC judges were appointed by President on recommendation of CJI. Now, 5 senior most judges committee recommends names to Law Ministry and after scrutinizing send the paper to the President. It depends upon President to consider the names or return for reconsideration. But if Supreme Court sends same name to the President, President has to appoint him or her. But what about the eligibility criteria of the judges of Supreme Court? So we will have look at eligibility criteria. A person must be citizen of India to become a judge of Supreme Court. He must have served as a judge of High Court for 5 years or advocate of High Court for minimum 10 years, or in view of President he should be distinct jurist of country. According to judgment of President, an eminent legal scholar or expert can also be appointed as a judge of Supreme Court of India. Now this was all about the appointment of judges. But how are they removed? So they can only be removed only on the grounds of misbehavior or incapacity. The power of investigation rests in the hands of Parliament. Each house have to pass resolution for that, which is supported by 2/3 of members present and voting and majority of total membership of house. The salary of Supreme Court judges is around 90,000 and the Chief Justice of India gets the salary of around 1 lakh. What happens if the CJI is absent? According to Article 126, President appoints any other judge of Supreme Court as an acting Chief Justice. And the most important thing that one should know is what judges can do after their retirement. First of all, they can't be judge in territory of India, but they can act as heads of various commissions. Now, as we have understood everything about the establishment of the court and the judges of the Supreme Court, we will move to the construction part or the structure of the Supreme Court of India. Basically, the Supreme Court of India is built on 17 acres, which is a triangular plot in Harding Avenue. It is designed in Indo-British architectural style by Chief Architect Ganesh Bhekaji Deolalikar. He is the first Indian head of CPWD, that is, the Central Public Works Department of Government of India. The building is shaped to symbolize scales of justice, with its center beam being the central wing of the building, comprising the Chief Justice Court, the largest of the courtrooms, with 2 court halls on either side. The right wing of the structure has the bar room, the offices of the Attorney General of India and other law officers, and the library of the court. The left wing has the offices of the court. In all, there are 15 courtrooms in the various wings of the building. The foundation stone of the Supreme Court's building was laid on 29th October 1954 by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first President of India. It has a 27.6 meter, that is 90 feet 7 inch high dome and a spacious colonnaded veranda. The court moved into the building in 1958. In 1979, 2 new wings, the East Wing and the West Wing, were added to the complex. 1994 saw the last extension. Now, if we see the Supreme Court of India carefully, we may also see a sculpture over there. On 20th February 1980, a black bronze sculpture of 210 cm, that is 6 feet 11 inch height, was installed in the lawn of the Supreme Court. It portrays Mother India in the form of the figure of a lady sheltering the young Republic of India, represented by the symbol of a child who is upholding the laws of land, symbolically shown in the form of an open book. On the book, a balance beam is shown which represents dispensation of equal justice to all. The sculpture was made by the renowned artist Chintamani Kar. The sculpture is just behind the statue of Mahatma Gandhi. Now the last but not the least, the seal of the Supreme Court. The design of the court seal is reproduced from the will that appears on the Sarnath lion capital of Ashoka with 24 spokes. The inscription in Sanskrit, Yato Dharmastato Jayah, means whence justice, that is dharma, thence victory. It is also referred as the will of righteousness, encompassing truth, goodness and equity. The present location of the Supreme Court of India is Tilak Marg, New Delhi. So this was all about the Supreme Court of India. If you find this information useful, please share it with your friends who are aspiring lawyers. Thank you.